Hello everybody, this is Vishnu Maurya and today we are going to learn about the cloud computing. Friends, you have heard many times that cloud computing is the future technology. Cloud computing is doing very great. So today we are going to discuss what is cloud and the types of cloud, advantage of cloud, services provided by the cloud. So basically what is a cloud? Cloud can be defined as the delivery of hosted services over the internet. It is based upon the on-demand concept. Cloud computing is also called cloud only. What it means? It means if a website is hosted on a network, on a server, and any hardware related capacity is provided by the hosted server, then it is known as the cloud. If I am storing something over the internet that is on any web server, it is providing us a storing capacity. Sometimes it provides us software like Gmail. Gmail is also a good example of cloud in which we store our mails over the Google servers. There are many companies involved in this thing in cloud services like Microsoft, Google, Amazon. They all are providing uh, cloud services in different forms. So cloud is the emerging technology, and in future everything is covered by the cloud. So I hope you can understand now what is the cloud. Any service or any infra which is hosted upon any remote server is called cloud. If you are accessing your Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive and Dropbox, it is also example of cloud. Now proceed further. What is the advantage of cloud? The first advantage of cloud is easy accessibility because your content, your application, your files are stored on remote server. So you can access it globally by using your login name and password. There is no geographical limit, there is no geographical boundaries to access it. You can access your cloud storage from anywhere in the world. The second is it is reduced infrastructure cost. If you have a small company and you have a small company and suddenly you have come with a large project which needs extra extra infrastructure, like you need more computers, more servers, more internet related technologies, then you have to buy all the things before the project starts. Basically it uh, exceeds your cost. To avoid these problems, you can go for the cloud. You can use the cloud services for storing, for developing application of the cloud by and basically it is on demand basis, so you can use it as per your demand. If you have more demand, then you can use accordingly. If you do not have any demand, then you can avoid this. And the third part is less manpower and more output. By developing application on the cloud, you don't need to set up your own servers, network, and you don't need to network admins and installation engineer. This will reduce the manpower, and only few peoples can produce more output. You only need some developers to work on the cloud, and your application will get ready. If you are not using the cloud, then first of all you have need to install applications on your server, on your PCs. Then you need to set up your servers, network devices, and all the things. And these things include both time and cost. Both are high in this, so better you go for the cloud. And we already discussed on demand basis. This is very beneficial for small organizations. Whenever the big project arrives, they can use cloud for their needs, business needs. Otherwise they can avoid this. Quick development is the another advantage of cloud, because cloud provides all from A to Z, like infrastructure. Cloud provides infrastructure, PCs, hardware, servers. Cloud providers application to develop, like Microsoft Azure operating system or Microsoft Office 365. They are already deployed there. You need Microsoft Visual Studio, which is also now available as cloud. So you can develop their application there and deploy you can deploy there, and you don't need anything to install at their own. So quick deployment is there. Easy software upgradation. This is another main advantage of cloud. You don't need to install any software, you don't need to update them, you don't need to upgrade them to next version. This all the things will get automatically in the cloud. So you don't have to focus these things. You have to focus only your core part, that is development or whatever the business is your. You don't need to deal with the software upgradation and change management. Disadvantage of the cloud. So friend, there is only a one or two disadvantage of the cloud. The first is security issue, because you are storing your data, your business sensitive data, on third party server. So it will maybe a security issue, because you are surrendering all your sensitive data to a third party which can reveal i- it to anybody else. So there's a concept of trust. If you are trusting on a cloud, then you can go for. And second is hacking attack. If the server is compromised where your data is saved, then your data it may become publicly available. So this may be a disadvantage of cloud. Now we are going to discuss types of cloud. So friends, there is basically three types of cloud. One is public cloud, second is private cloud, and third is hybrid cloud, which is a combination of both private and public cloud. So we are going to discuss public cloud. Public cloud, basically this they provides a free access of services to any individual or any organization. Like Google Drive is a good example of public cloud. They provide us space to save our data. They provide us to individual as well as organizations. So Google Drive is a good example of public cloud service. In this, public cloud is here, and user A, user B, user C are connected simultaneously, and there can be any number of users. This is the example of public cloud. We are now going to discuss private cloud. Private cloud is basically owned, developed, and implemented by a single company, and this cloud basically resides within the firewall. So outsiders cannot access this, and there's a more security because this is inside the corporate firewall, and only corporate employees are accessing this. So private cloud is more secure than public cloud. Now here comes the hybrid cloud. Friends, this will take advantage of both private and public cloud services. It uses the functions of private cloud and uses the functions of public cloud, and these both services are implemented within the organization and with the same organization, and uses the advantage of both public and private. It uses the security concept of private cloud and accessibility concept of public cloud, and it becomes by combining hybrid cloud. So this is a little introduction about type of clouds. Now we are going to discuss services of the cloud. Friends, as far as discussed what is cloud, types of cloud, advantage of cloud, disadvantage of cloud, now we are going to discuss the services provided by the cloud. Cloud basically provides such three services. It provides as software as a service, which is called SaaS, platform as a services, PaaS, and infrastructure as a services. So let's discuss about software as a service. In this concept, software is hosted on a server, and various clients use that software through web browser. Again, like Microsoft Office 365 is a good example of this. It is a software which is installed on somewhere else on a remote server, and there are many users who have purchased the uh, account and can access their software. Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft Azure, Windows Azure is also a good example of software as a service. In this concept, software is here, it is the server which is remote server. Software is installed and hosted on this network, and This is basically internet, and there is a many user who is accessing this server software via internet. So it is the example of software as a service. And now we are going to discuss platform as a service. Platform. Platform basically it provides a cloud-based environment to develop cloud application throughout the app lifecycle. What it means? It means application is platform is installed on any remote server, and we are connecting to that server. We are developing, coding, testing, and doing all the things from scratch to final product by accessing the remote server. Visual Studio is also available as cloud platform where we can develop our own application from scratch to product level. So this is also a good example of platform as a service on Microsoft Visual Studio, because it provides coding, testing, developing, unit testing, all the things on a single platform. Now here is infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. In this concept, cloud provides us network space, storage space, servers, and processing capacity like extra CPUs, etc. In this concept, we can buy purchase to store our data, which is called storage space. We can purchase processing capacity. We can purchase extra servers to to done our work. In this concept, basically a hardware related services provided. We don't need to buy any hardware. Simply we go to our cloud, and we can use the services of infrastructure as a service, where providers provide us infrastructure. So friends, this is very short introduction about the cloud computing. I hope you all get understand. Thanks for watching this video. Friends, please like us on Facebook. Here is our link, facebook.com/cyberforensics. You can get to me on my personal account, which is facebook.com/Vishnu Maurya, and you can like our YouTube channel, and please subscribe us on YouTube. Thanks for watching the video.